Hello, my friends. I believe it's recording right now. I thought I would sit down and do another ADHD and Me video. This will be episode 4, I believe. And we're going to be talking about exhaustion. So, if you can see in my eyes, I my sleep schedule has kind of been all over the place for the past couple weeks. I have gotten really, really sick, and my immune system has just hated me for the past little bit. And so, because of that, I've been all over the place. And so, I've been sleeping when I shouldn't be, and vice versa. My circadian rhythms are all over the place. And so, I woke up earlier because I really had to go pee, and I haven't been able to sleep. And so, I just sat there in bed, stressed out, not being able to do anything. And so, I decided to go ahead and do some laundry. Now, I've had some clean laundry in the back on my bed for the past couple days that I have not touched, but I finally decided to fold some of them, and I also put some onto hangers. But I wanted to talk about the idea of ADHD and exhaustion. I feel like that a lot of the times that I've been so exhausted at so many points of my life that people are just like, I don't understand why you're exhausted. Or I can run for, a certain length of time, and then I will be exhausted again. And I burn out fairly quickly. And I never knew why. I just thought that there was something wrong with me. And in reality, it was because I was trying to run at a neurotypical speed, and I wasn't accounting for my frustrations. I wasn't accounting for the fact that I have ADHD. And so before my diagnosis, it was so hard to comprehend why I did some of the things that I did. And now that I have it, it's been a lot easier to kind of understand and be kinder to myself. And I know that it shouldn't take a diagnosis, but it was, I feel like I've said it before, it's much like putting on glasses for the first time. It's like I'm seeing the world again in a different way, understanding the reason why I do a certain thing, how I behave a certain way in certain scenarios. Um, and so I think that I've started unmasking and trying to finally heal. I used to think that I just had anxiety and depression because I was misdiagnosed as just having those two. And so, because of that, I never really got the opportunity um, to fully heal because they didn't know what was wrong. And so, um, that combined with PTSD it's been rough. I am physically and mentally still sick, but you don't see it. And so it's really hard for people to comprehend that someone could be not okay, but still look okay in their eyes. Um, but that's kind of how a disability works. Um, I remember, begging to break my arm, or begging to, like, hoping that, something would happen physically because I was in so much pain internally that no one could understand. And I just wanted to manifest physically so they would see when I was growing up. And it was just so that, and I don't even think I've actually thought about that for quite a while. So just to say that on camera was kind of a little shocking. But yeah, I genuinely have felt exhausted for a really long time. And so the things that I do now to battle that is trying to allow myself grace. And I also split my tasks into little mini tasks. So I have a giant pile of laundry still, or I did have a pile, but I worked on a partial pile. And now I have a little mini piles on there, and I'm going to put some away. But that's another task for me. And so I used to burn out doing these giant tasks, and that is not something that works for me. For an ADHD person, it's not about consistency, it's about sustainability throughout, your routine. For me, I like having a routine, but also staying on a routine is also stressful. So I have to find that perfect balance, and that's still something that I'm trying to figure out. Dishes are something that I suck at. I'm going to talk about in another video about doing like the everyday mundane tasks and how that is super annoying and super stressful for someone who has ADHD. And I didn't know that that was not a normal thing. My entire life, I thought that that was a normal thing because people like got mad at me for it and they're like, just do it. And I'm just like, I can't. And so, but I think that my biggest takeaway from this is allowing myself some grace. And you can't hate yourself into loving yourself. And that's something that I learned when I was going through my body positivity journey. And so I'm also applying that to my ADHD journey, is that I cannot hate myself because this is my brain. This is how my life is. And it's a blessing that I got a diagnosis. I know it took 26 years to get it, but at least I got a diagnosis. There are people that I haven't got that will never get a diagnosis. There are some people that got a diagnosis super duper late. And so I know that I, deserved a diagnosis when I was a child, much like everyone else, but I never got that opportunity, which is another topic to talk about. But thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you for tuning in for the series. I know it's still up and going, but I hope that it's beneficial for some of you. It's super beneficial for me, and it's nice to have like a little bit of a video diary to talk about because, like I said, I didn't see too many people like me talk about this, and I want to make sure that there is awareness that there are all walks of life who can have ADHD, and it affects us all in all different ways. And sometimes it's the same, but creating a safe community is something that I've always wanted. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, and let me know what other topics you guys would like me to talk about. Make sure you hit subscribe, and love y'all.